Welcome back to Drone Breakdown. If you're trying to figure out which DJI Mini drone is actually worth your money in 2026, you're in the right place. Today, we're breaking down every DJI Mini drone in the lineup, comparing the pros and cons over each previous model, what features you actually get for the extra money, and whether those upgrades are worth it. Because the truth is, just because a drone costs more doesn't automatically mean it's the better buy. 6 drones, 1 lineup. And honestly, DJI has made this way more confusing than it needs to be. If you're shopping through a mini drone right now, you're looking at options that range from budget-friendly beginner models all the way up to drones that cost several times more. The weird thing is they all look pretty similar, small, under 249 grams, and they all get you airborne. But the difference between the cheapest mini and the most expensive one is bigger than most people realize. Some give you incredible value, some give you incredible features, and some are really only worth it for specific people. So today I'm going through every DJI Mini drone you should consider and answering the question everyone really wants to know. Which one should you actually buy? Before we dive into the individual drones, let's talk about why DJI's Mini lineup exploded. Every drone in this lineup is built around one magic number, 249 grams. That matters because in a lot of countries, drones under 250 grams have fewer restrictions. They're easier to travel with, easier to store, and for most people, just less intimidating. What's crazy is how much tech DJI packed into these tiny drones. Even the cheaper ones shoot stabilized 4K, stay in the air for half an hour, and fly farther than most of us will ever need. The question isn't if they're good, it's how much more you get as you go up the lineup and whether it's worth paying for. Let's start at the bottom and work our way up. Mini 4K and Mini 2, if you're brand new to drones, this is where you start. The Mini 4K and Mini 2 deliver some of the best value DJI has ever offered. You get stabilized 4K footage, a solid 3-axis gimbal, about 30 minutes of flight time, and most importantly, DJI's flight software. Far beyond those random cheap drones. Are they perfect? No. You miss out on obstacle avoidance, active track, and AI features. If you back into a branch, it won't stop itself. And yeah, the camera shows its age in tougher light, but in broad daylight, it's fantastic for the price. Mini 3. This is where things get exciting. For me, this is the sweet spot. Price and performance perfectly balanced. The Mini 3 gives you around 38 minutes of battery life, longer than the Mini 4K or Mini 2. You get a bigger sensor for better low light footage, plus vertical shooting, perfect for TikTok or Reels. The catch? No obstacle avoidance. It's a trade-off. Do you pay extra for sensors or save that cash for battery life? That's why the Mini 3 is so hard to beat. Mini 3 Pro. Now DJI says, let's build something for creators. The biggest upgrade isn't just the camera, it's the intelligence. You get obstacle sensing, active track, smarter automated modes. And if you've ever flown around trees or buildings, those features are a game changer. Still, the Mini 3 Pro doesn't win on everything. Mini 3 actually has better battery life. So do you want more flight time or more features? It's a tough call, but if you're a regular creator, hiking, biking, vlogging, this is when those pro features really pay off. The downside? Price. This is where you leave budget territory. Mini 4 Pro. DJI skipped the Mini 4 and jumped straight to the Mini 4 Pro. The biggest upgrade is omnidirectional obstacle sensing. This drone is watching almost everything around it. That makes tracking safer, automated flight safer, and honestly, the flight experience less stressful. DJI also upgraded the transmission system. Stronger signal, more reliable connection. The camera gets more options creators will love. But now the biggest debate is value. Are those upgrades worth the price jump? For some, absolutely. For others, the Mini 3 still hits that sweet spot. That's why I keep coming back to the Mini 3. It's not that the Mini 4 Pro isn't better, it's just that the Mini 3 still gives you so much for less. Mini 5 Pro, this is the top of the Mini lineup, and it's really where DJI goes all out. The biggest leap is the camera system. It delivers the cleanest image quality, incredible low light performance, and the most flexibility for post-production. Think color grading, pulling out detail and shadows, all without the image falling apart. But what really sets the Mini 5 Pro apart is consistency. Everything feels refined, from tracking to obstacle avoidance to flight stability. This drone doesn't just feel like a consumer gadget, it feels like a compact, professional filmmaking tool. Now, I do want to be completely honest. Most people watching this won't need that level of performance. If you're posting casual vacation clips or social media content, you won't fully tap into what this drone can do. This is a best of the best option, no compromises. But it's also an investment, so if you're serious about your aerial content and you want the absolute best, this is where you go. So after everything we've looked at, here's how I really see the lineup now. If you're on a tight budget, the Mini 4K is still the easiest entry point, and it's honestly a fantastic start. If you want the best balance of price, battery life, and image quality, for me, it's still the Mini 3. I keep coming back to it because it's not the most advanced, it's not the safest, but it feels like the smartest trade-off for most people. If you care more about safety, tracking, and advanced creator tools, that's where the Mini 3 Pro and Mini 4 Pro step in. And finally, the Mini 5 series is just DJI's way of refining everything. Even if the upgrades aren't always huge, in everyday flying, they make a difference. The Mini 5 Pro, that's the no-compromise top-tier drone, but let's be honest, most people don't need that level of performance. That's the beauty of this entire lineup. The more money you spend, the less dramatic those improvements feel. But for me, the Mini 3 is still the bird. It's the one that gets that balance right. And that's why it's my top recommendation. Thanks so much for watching. If this helped, please consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next one.